My name is Laura Krejci, and this is my presentation on understanding my community for EDL 856. Colby, with a population of just over 5,000, is the original seat of Thomas County in northwest Kansas. The town was named after J.R. Colby, one of the oldest settlers in the county, after he obtained a patent in 1884. Colby, the oasis on the plains image, is due to the progressive educational, medical, cultural, and commercial facilities. Its greatest asset is the friendliness and Western hospitality displayed by its people. The economy is primarily agriculturally based. Colby is located in the northwest corner of Kansas, about 50 miles south of Nebraska and along Interstate 70, just 53 miles east of the Colorado border. Considering its small size, many famous people have come from our small town, including Samuel Ramey, opera singer; Zelma Henderson, a school desegregation activist; Wayne Munn, a professional wrestler; Mary Brooks, director of the U.S. Mint; and Mark Schultz, contemporary Christian singer. The population of Colby has declined slightly since the 1990s and is now at a population of 5,438. The population is mainly Caucasian at 95%. However, the poverty level is disproportionate, with 53% of the 4% of Hispanics, the next largest population group, at the poverty level, and only 8.9% of Caucasians being at the poverty level. The average household size is similar to that of the rest of the U.S. at 2.3 members per household. Colby is also relatively well educated, with 93% of residents with a high school diploma or higher, 24% with an associate's or bachelor's degree, and 8.4% of residents with a master's or doctorate degree. Colby has many young residents, with the median age being 34 years old. Surprisingly, the most common occupation is not farming or ranching, with sales and service of vehicles and mobile equipment coming in first. The most common form of communications include radio, television, newspaper, and internet. Several radio stations are based in Colby, including 91.9, 97.9, 100.3 FM, and 790 AM. There are several companies that provide phone, television, and internet services, including S&T, Cox, and AT&T. DirecTV and Dish Network are also available. Verizon and Nextech Wireless provide cell phone communication. Colby has a local newspaper that is published 4 times a week. Other papers include the Salina Journal, are also available for delivery. Community information is also communicated via city websites, including cityofcolby.com and visitcolby.com. Colby is a very active community with various interest groups, including an American Legion, hospice, K-State Research and Extension Office, a large recycling center, VFW, and others. We have a community orchestra that performs 3 times a year and a Western Plains Arts Association that brings groups from across the United States into the community. There are also many groups for youth to participate in, including an AYSO soccer group, Colby Kart Club, a wrestling club in the winter, and a swim club in the summer. Big Brothers and Big Sisters, in addition to many church youth groups. There is also a community college located in Colby that offers 2-year associate's degrees in over 80 different degree paths. Classes can be taken both on campus and online. The largest percentage of residents are Catholic at 33%. However, there are at least 11 different churches in the community. Colby has a city council with the mayor and 8 council members that meet twice monthly. There are several other boards that meet monthly to serve the city of Colby in various fashions, including an airport board, convention and tourism board, economic development alliance, housing authority, library board, metropolitan area planning commission, and recreation commission. Several other groups meet as needed. Colby also has 3 schools, 1 public and 2 private. Colby Public Schools serves approximately 977 students in kindergarten through the 12th grade. Heartland Christian serves approximately 104 students from preschool through the 12th grade, and Sacred Heart Catholic School serves approximately 138 students from preschool through the 5th grade. The Thomas County Learning Center has approximately 24 students, and Colby Community College has approximately 759 students. City Council minutes are available on the cityofcolby.com website. Town hall meetings and other public forums are held in Colby to introduce political candidates and discuss concerns, especially around election times. Councils are made up of people from the community who have a vested interest in the success of the community. Some councils have members that are elected. Others are councils that are made up of volunteers who serve for a set term. Meetings are open to the public and all are welcome to express their views, ideas, and concerns. Unemployment was up in August of 2012 to 4.1%, but still considerably below the state and national levels. The overall poverty level in 2011 was also 4.5% below that of Kansas. Colby has a budget of $9.869 million for 2013 that will be funded primarily through sales and property taxes. The sales tax in Colby is 8.05%. One of the biggest effects on the local economy is the drought conditions that often affect the crops grown by local farmers. Colby does have both the Chamber of Commerce and Thomas County economic offices. The political structure of Colby is mostly conservative Republican. The last three presidential elections resulted in a 78 to 81% vote for the Republican presidential candidates. The state of Kansas gives $3,838 aid per student to public schools. Heartland Christian and Sacred Heart are private schools, as private schools do not receive state aid. However, Heartland Christian charges a tuition between $2,952 to $3,874 per student, and Sacred Heart a tuition of $950 for non-parishioners not tithing to the church. Property taxes also help to fund the public schools. Property taxes in Colby are figured at 11.5% of fair market value times 0.033205 per year for residential property. Commercial property is figured the same way, but at a 25% level. Kansas is one of 35 states that has decreased funding to schools since 2008. Kansas has decreased funding by 13.2% in the last 4 years. Colby has relatively little social tension compared with larger communities. There is very little racial diversity. The crime rate is half of the U.S. average. While there have been few problems with methamphetamines, there is a more significant abuse of marijuana, with approximately 237 users in Colby. There were approximately 22 DUIs issued in 2012. Bullying prevention is something on which all 3 local schools continue to work. The biggest social tensions tend to be in the uneven poverty level of minority groups. While Caucasians account for 95% of the population, they are less than 10% at the poverty level, versus minority groups, where half reside at the poverty level. Information for this presentation was taken mainly from the Internet, using data from Colby's official websites. Please visit any of these sites to learn more about Colby.